Hello, my gorgeous Scorpio, and thank you for joining me for this month's reading for June. So, we'll be having a look into the astrology, we'll have a look into also the tarot cards, and have a look into what Spirit is saying. And I will even talk about a potion and a crystal for you guys for this month. So, the crystal that I want to share for you, just to begin with, is this beautiful garnet. And garnet, because it works with sexual energy, it's really good for like love and magnetism. It's great for abundance and great for like relationship energy to have that extra little bit of wow factor in chemistry. It's also good for females for menstrual cycle. So have a look into garnet. And the potion that I recommend would be love potion. And we'll see why that is in a minute. But this is the affirmation: I am magnetic. My heart is open to receiving love. So let me pop up this. And I'll just quickly, before we get into that, I'll show you the love potion. So remember, when you purchase a potion, you also get a free invite to come and join us for the new moon event. So that will be a new moon in Cancer, which will be towards the end of the month. I think it's the 25th here in Australia and 24th in the Northern Hemisphere. This is what love potion looks like. So my favorite way to have this is to mix it with hot chocolate. I do love it by itself too, but it's a good excuse to have a hot chocolate that has almost like a bit of a chai type flavor to it. It's delicious. So you can actually purchase these in a bundle, which definitely makes it more cost effective, as well as getting a taste of each of them. And remember, if you want to go deeper in a one-on-one session with me, bookings are available over at solreta.com, and you'll see everything on the website, but everything's written in the description box below. And thank you to those that have subscribed, and hit that little notification button so that you don't miss the readings and the shows that I put up. I'm so happy that our amazing community is growing and such beautiful, supportive, loving soul family. So let's get into Scorpio. So financial relief, love, magic, and epic travel, your best month. So we have some good months for a few of the signs for this month. And let me get into the astrology with this. So June is your month to turn up the heat in every area of life. Venus graces your relationship sector around the 6th. So potentially an amazing summer or winter, depending on where you are, of romance, possibly even in distant lands, as Mercury and Jupiter fuel your wanderlust around the 8th and 9th. The full moon on the 11th brings financial relief as debt clears and money matters start to resolve. So just to be mindful of travel mishaps around the 15th. So when Jupiter clashes with Saturn and Neptune, so Mars, your ruling planet, boosts your social life from around the 17th onwards, just ensuring fun-filled days and nights. So with the sun strutting into your 9th house on the 20th, your desire to explore will intensify. So mark your calendars for around the 24th for travel magic, a time where cosmic energies align to expand your horizons. And the new moon around the 25th is another perfect opportunity to grab your passport and dive into adventure. So as Mercury shifts your focus to career around the 26th, just remember there's always time for work, but this month is definitely about living life to the fullest. So really exciting month. I'm sure a lot of other signs would love to have Scorpio's month. And yeah, remember that garnet energy. It's a really beautiful one for you guys for this month. So let's have a look into the cards and see what the tarot has to say and what Spirit has to say for my beautiful Scorpios for this month and what's ahead. So they're showing me taking one day at a time is the words that I'm hearing Spirit say. And I feel that it's sort of to leave the calendar a little bit more open, because I feel this energy of wanting to be flexible, not wanting to be tied down in commitment to having to be at certain places on certain times. So I would say there's an energy of spontaneity or being spontaneous. And we have 6 cards. So you guys know I like to read a lot of them face down to begin with, just to fill into this and get the energy. So yeah, I'm just seeing this energy of being open and free. The other thing that I'm also seeing is a what do you call it? A pinball machine. You know, when you hit that or you pull that thing out and the pinball goes up and down and starts to bounce wildly everywhere. I feel like you need to hold your cosmic intention of what it is that you want outcome wise. Otherwise, you might be thrown all over the board or all over the game. So, even though there is this energy of being spontaneous, you still need to put out that broadcast or that beacon so that the universe can start to match and bring things in alignment wise. So, let's have a look at the cards. Oh my gosh. Look at this Ace of Cups, new love, new connections, new beginnings. And with this, we see that energy about just that love and that magic just being propelled. And you're just like a walking love magnet. With this, too, I always see this as like something that you're holding energetically. It's one of those things that quite often people can't put their finger on. Now, we do have some of the energies that I talked about around that pinball machine. So making sure that we're not just being kind of pinged anywhere, that you have to hold these intentions. So what we do see with that is the card of the Tower, the Five of Wands. So the Tower card has this little Hebrew symbol per and or pay, as some people pronounce it too. With this, it's that your words are as precious as gold. So don't just start to put things out, and I would say choose your words wisely, because you might say, you know what, I want an amazing like summer of love or romance or winter. And you might have that. But what if it's that you want long lasting stability? We don't want to have things come in that are either just for the short term or not in alignment with like your long-term goals. So a Five of Wands energy is the card of strife. It's Saturn and Leo. So remember, we call this too many cooks in the kitchen. So it's too many ideas going out at once. We need to niche it back. We need to be a bit more specific with what it is that we're working on and manifesting. With the Tower card too, I also think and see the things that are not in alignment will start to, as we get into the start of the month, it might just be where you're sort of washing your hands of it and you're done. I do feel this around work for some people and relationships for others, where it is that you're going to be moving around sort of mid-month. You're going to be getting new inspiration, ideas. This is where you're hearing that message come through from higher self or coming through from God, and it's a realignment. So with this wand coming through from that hand of God, coming through from higher self, this is about new potential magnetic opportunities. And we see the Destiny card, the Wheel of Fortune, come through with this, which is an alignment energy. So this is about you aligning with that best and highest possible outcome. Queen of Swords, this is about you taking action on it. Usually a lot of the queens, they're more sort of passive, but Queen of Swords, I find that she feels a little bit more active. So she's all about ripping the mask off. She's like, I'm going to be real. This is like what I want. This is what I choose. This is what I speak, what I activate into my realm. She's all about liberation and all about freedom. And we see with this chest plate here, she's protected. So she knows that she's protected from by spirit, from things that could potentially harm her. So with this, we do see her sort of more grounded in the clouds, that Statue of Liberty also behind her. Let's get some little clarifiers around this. More towards the end of the month, I want a little bit more clarification. We've got a Six of Cups. So some of you might be manifesting from a space of old wounds, old stories, childhood stuff. So it's an opportunity to revision, because we've got a Two of Wands come out with this. So I want you to reimagine, revision, because the brain actually doesn't realize what's a proper memory, a real memory, or what it is that we're sort of visualizing and telling ourselves that it's a memory. So Six of Cups means Sun and Scorpio energy. We can no longer hide things that are coming to the surface. This is also a timeline jump card for me as well. So it's about shifting ourselves into the feeling or the vibration of this new alignment. Let's see what else we have. We also have Queen of Wands. So this is you stepping into your bad bitch era. And with this Queen of Wands, she is absolutely fearless. So I just feel this kind of like carefree, fearless energy, but we need to still imprint and give direction for this month as well. So really exciting opportunities. There's this air of energy in that, say, for example, putting a resume in for a new job. You might not necessarily have all of the checkpoints on that resume, but your confidence this month and your tenacity and your magnetic qualities, there's not really a need to try and convince someone that you could pull it off or that you could learn on the go. You are in this energy. So let's see what else we have. We also have the Knight of Swords and the Fool card. So definitely using your words and using the Knight of Swords for me, it's like starting to like put letters out there, put like the first steps of the information out there. And the Fool card is new adventures, new journeys as well. So this is about even like within your naivety, sort of getting you, and it's hard sometimes to get yourself into this space of feeling that you can be in this kind of air of confidence. So I definitely would be taking advantage of it while you're feeling this magnetic. And it's just like all of the stars are in alignment to get you to reach for things that are perhaps a little bit higher than what your subconscious or what your mental mind would allow you to normally reach for. So let's pop these ones back into the deck. And I just want to get some. Actually, we might grab the Star Tarot. Oh, I've got some chickens out here. Chickens are saying hello to you guys. So let me know if you are going for a new job this month, or perhaps if travel is on the cards. And I do feel this is also about financially reaching for much further as well. There's kind of like no other way to say it apart from a ballsy kind of energy that we have. It's like this live life kind of on the tightrope of let's take a risk. Let's just like burn everything down and start brand new. That's kind of what I'm feeling for you guys for this month. So of course, trying to at the same time have that logic, have that, okay, well, I still probably will need to have this and this going forth for future. So just be careful that like what it is that you're feeling inspired by, that you're still thinking about what you would like to keep in permanence. So let's have a look. Advice from Spirit for the month of June for Scorpios. So we have a Six of Disc, which is Taurus energy. We have a King of Swords. We have the Hierophant. So I do feel this is also looking after your finance, looking after, duties and things at home as well. So just in alignment with that message we were just saying about careful not to burn everything to the ground. And we have a Nine of Cups. So Spirit's advice, they want one more. We've got a Queen of Wands again. So with this energy, we do see this beautiful prophecy card, the Six of Discs. This is a card of success as well. And we see the King of Swords. So I would use this amazing word power, magic power that you have for this month. And we see that you're in total alignment with your higher self. So this is sometimes when we're in this moment of being able to channel and just speak and have the answers directly within us, rather than having to be in this preconceived notion of needing to have read books and books and books before going into an interview type energy. So we have a Nine of Cups with this, which is hope. This is all about overflow too. So I definitely would turn up the thermostat or volume on what it is that you're calling in terms of wealth. And with the Queen of Wands, embracing this fearlessness, this energy, knowing that you're in this month of alignment, that you're in this month of being opened and inspired to Spirit giving you all of the answers that you need, whether this is booking your travel, going for that new job, or taking that risk on a new relationship energy. Yeah, it feels so in the moment and so present. And if you're feeling off kilter, or you're feeling like that things that are a little bit out of balance, just even a little bit of coming back to the present moment, coming back to the nervous system in your body, breathing, really practicing being grounded, being living in the body will help you for this month. So let's have a look into what the Syrian star cards have to say. And I did see, I'm going to grab the one from the bottom, and I'm also going to grab, this is perfect. So the one at the bottom was the card of confidence, because I could see this pop out, and usually I don't look at them, but I'm like, no, this is not a mistake that my eyes were drawn there. So yellow and gold are colors connected to higher unconditional love. So it says, let the symbols on this card imprint on your consciousness. Feel the energy instilling a newfound confidence. And with these, I do have light codes on there. So energetically, you can pause the screen and soak in some of that beautiful color magic medicine and vibration. And we have another yellow and gold card with higher self. So these are the oracle cards for this month. Connect with confidence, connect with higher self. My higher self always knows the best outcome. I'm aligned with my higher self in all that I do. So I feel there's kind of like there's this beautiful, amazing energy of like finishing high school, going into college, kind of like a graduation, confidence wise, and like the world is your oyster, if I could summarize it. So I hope you enjoyed this reading. Please go check out your sun, moon, rising, and your Venus sign, and pass this on to a beautiful Scorpio in your life. All right. Love you guys. I'll see you for the next.